These are two things I really like when you're making your final cut, like the last 3 to 4 days. Or if you're not cutting that much weight, the final pull down, right? I'm pulling down. These two things you are pretty much mandatory, in my opinion. Protein powder, carbohydrate powder. You can get them anywhere, obviously, right? The carbohydrate drink is like drinking pasta. So you can cram a lot of you can put 60 grams of carbohydrate into your system and, you know, into your legs without eating 5 pounds of pasta and bread or pancakes or whatever. Just like protein. Why is there any such thing as a protein shake? Well, because it takes 8 hours to digest meat, and protein breaks down slower, and the big time bodybuilders back in the day found out they couldn't physically consume enough protein, especially if you're a 240 pound man, 200 pound man, right? And you're trying to put in 300 grams of protein. It's just difficult. So they can drink it, right? And guess what? 45 minutes, it's gone. So same way with carbohydrate drink. I would definitely encourage you to get complex carbohydrate drink from Amazon. Now, I like the no taste. Well, I don't take it anymore, but I have it for my nephew, and I encourage my wrestlers to take it. And a big tub of it will last you a year. It's like $35. It's like crazy cheap. And from a protein standpoint, there's a whole array of protein powders out there. I'm not sure you need anything but just a good quality whey protein. I'm not sure you got to spend $300 a month on protein powder, but if you want to, go ahead and knock yourself out. But from a complex carbohydrate standpoint, you can take, so let's say I am, okay, it is Thursday night after practice. I come home, I am a pound over. Because we always try to make weight or come very close the night before, right? Because I want to be able to eat the night before weigh-ins. And even during the day. So, you know, if you didn't have very much a hard of a workout, so, you know, like I know my nephew, if he's a pound over, he'll come and he'll cut weight and he'll get a pound under. Then he'll put 3 pounds back and go to bed a pound over, wake up on weight, have a little bit of breakfast. You're like, dude, I had 3 meals yesterday. I had 2 small meals today. And he's on weight, you know, or maybe a little light workout. He can make weight Friday evening. But let's say you're a pound over. So let's say I'm going to put 2 pounds back on. So I have a big protein, maybe a little bit to eat, right? Maybe like half of a bagel or something with some peanut butter. Okay, good. Something in your stomach. Then I have a protein shake. I want to get, you know, 50, 60 grams of protein. You have, you know, 8, 12 ounces of milk. You put 2 scoops of complex carbohydrate powder in there. So there's 50 grams of complex carbs. Shake it up, drink that. And now guess what? You have put 50 pounds of protein, 50 grams of protein, 50 grams of complex carbs into your system. Your stomach's a little bit full. You got to drink something, which is nice. Now, sure, an hour from now, you're not going to be hungry, but you're going to be a little bit thirsty because when you're pulling down that last little bit, the thirst is never goes away. But man, you're like, golly, I got to eat and drink something. Now, what if you just drink a big sugary Gatorade? Okay, there's 300 calories. It's going to burn off in an hour, and you had no protein and you got no carbohydrates to fuel you through tomorrow. So maybe even tomorrow morning you wake up, you go, man, now I went to bed at 2.8 over. You know, I took a pee at night, got up in the morning, same thing, drifted off a little bit of weight. So now I'm like 1.6 over. Okay, now maybe you might have put 3/4 of a pound back on. You know, maybe it's a 1 piece of toast with some butter on it, doesn't weigh anything. Then maybe you put a 3/4 of a pound, another protein shake with complex carbohydrate powder in it. Okay, so now I'm 2.3 over. Maybe for lunch I'm not going to drink anything, but I have, you know, half of a bagel with a little peanut butter on it and just enough water to get it down. Okay. After school, I go into the wrestling room. I'm 1.6 over. Get my gear on. Have a good hard drill for 15 minutes. Jump rope sit, jump rope sit, jump rope sit, right? Get my sauna suit, get my sweats, get my hat on, jump rope sit, because you sweat when your heart rate slows down. So it's important to jump rope. I used to do 300 jumps, sit for 5 to 8 minutes. Jump rope, sit. You don't want to run bleachers. You don't want to run sprints. We don't want to just wrestle on our feet the whole time and drill. We want to save our legs. We don't want to work hard. I want to burn as little. I want to save my legs for the wrestling match. So no, I don't want to get a hard workout in. I did that during the week. The weight cutting is to get my body temperature up, get my heart rate up with as little wear and tear as possible. So really light resistance biking is great. That's what the colleges do, right? They'll take a big covered trailer with 4 to 6 exercise bikes in it and they'll travel with that. I've even seen them check them in on the airplanes. I don't know if they can do that anymore. Or I remember going to a tournament and we'd fly out in the morning, and guess what? The trainer and the equipment manager, they drove 14 hours straight, and when we got to the hotel, the bikes were waiting there for us. I don't know if they still do that, but very important that we don't wear our legs out when we're trying to pull down that weight. And it's important that we don't work out, starve, take a nap. Work out, starve, take a nap. We want to work out, sweat down, put a little bit back. Take a nap, hang out with the family, watch a little TV, hang out with your brother and sister, work out again. I would rather work out 4 times, 3 times, even 5 times if I had to, with my sweat gear so I can put some weight back, rather than just going through a practice burning just very little weight from a sweating, pulling down standpoint and saying, oh, I don't want to work out again. I'd rather starve and not eat and drink anything than work out again. No, you don't want to do that. Okay, so check out our YouTube channel. There's weight loss playlist there as well. But complex carbohydrate powder, protein powder, change your game. Good luck.